Hello everyone and welcome back to my movie review corner, and today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Battle Royale. Battle Royale. It's a Japanese film made back in 2000, and let's get started. It was a pretty long movie. It was like 2 hours, so let's just do this. Movie starts off with the little display saying how it's a not too distant future. Unemployment is at an all-time high in Japan, and juvenile crime rate has risen to the max. Like, even adults are scared of juveniles now, young adults. So they make a law, the Battle Royale law, which a random ninth grade class gets put on an island to fight till one survives. Now, pretty much the story revolves around two students, a boy and a girl. Well, first their class gets selected for it randomly, and they get transported on a bus thinking they're going on a field trip, but it's really to this top secret base. And on the way, one student wakes up. You see like gas masks on the teachers and stuff, so they were just trying to get put out. They get woken up in this classroom, all these other students around, and a teacher Kitano. Now I'm going to be messing up these words throughout this whole thing, so I'm just going to be butchering names, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to say sorry for that. But teacher Kitano introduces himself and shows a video to the students to let them know how this game is going to be played. Basically, everyone for himself. Students are overreacting and everything, of course, and he brings in the field trip teacher that did not want anything to do with this, and it shows everybody how he died. Just that he's dead. He brings him in on a gurney. Shows you're dead. Here's your dead field trip teacher. He didn't like it either, so we killed him. From there, a couple of students are acting unrestrained, and he has to put them in line. He throws a knife, stabs one right in the forehead, kills her. And another dude, well, they're all wearing these collars when they wake up, and he explains this for a reason. He makes one blow up on a kid, so he's just like, his neck gets blown out. And by then, they just let it go and let everybody just finish the tape, and everybody, one by one, once their name's called, gets a bag of supplies with a weapon in it, random weapon, and leaves. Now, that goes through this, and when it gets to the main male student character, his time comes up, he leaves, and pretty much you're getting attacked the moment you leave the door, this building, and on this island, which is where they're at. They're on an island in like 10 miles in diameter, so they can't escape. That's one, so once they're being attacked, pretty much, once they get out, and and then you see, but with these students, there's also two transfer students. One's crazy, and you find out later he was willingly wanted to be there for this purpose. He willingly signed up for it. And the other guy, he was actually already been put through this once. So those are the two transfer students. They look like punks, like you would think, just like punks. So you don't know what they're about yet. First, when they leave, you see one punk gets. There's already like groups of gangs on this island. So one already catches one of the transfer students, tries to take his weapon and shit, but he fights him off and takes one of their like automatic guns and just shoots the rest. So there's like 5 down. Now, two students, like, they decide they're not going to play the game, and they just jump off a cliff. Another girl, Mitsaku, she finds another chick inside this abandoned building, and she but she's obviously has other plans in mind, and she turns on the other girl. Mitsuko turns on the other girl, and right before she kills her with a scythe like weapon, use a sickle, really. It's a sickle, and she tells her how she saw two other like another couple, boy and girl, hanging themselves. They were hanging outside. She pretty much was going to want to live, but back to the couple, Nanahara and Nakagawa are their names. Randomly through the days, the teacher Kitano, with the army guys, he'll put out announcements during the day, and to tell everybody who's dead and where the danger zones are. The danger zone, your not collar will just blow up. But Nanahara and Nakagawa, they hear the morning announcements and leave, but they get attacked in the woods. And one of his friends that was attacking him fell on his own weapon, fell on his hatchet. It's like stuck in his head. This is seen by another girl in the woods, and well, there's another person tries to come up, and well, he gets killed by the other transfer student with a shotgun. Basically saves the couple's life, but he's not there to kill everybody. He just saves her life. And well, back to like the girl with the sickle, Mitsuko. She's still in this little abandoned house or whatever, abandoned shack. She leaves and comes back to it to find another girl there. Confronts her. This girl confronts Mitsuko, basically saying, "You killed this girl." Mitsuko's lying, saying she isn't. But she's able to get the gun, which the other girl had a gun pointed at her. She's able to get the gun, and then Mitsuko kills that girl, obviously. And let me see. Well, the couple, back to the Nanahara and Nakagawa, they're in the woods, and they find a clinic in the village. Because Nakagawa's sick, she has a fever, so they look for a clinic in a village on the island, and they find the one transfer student that saved their lives earlier, and he decides he's going to help her like get well and stuff. So it's like the three of them now, like a little trio going around, and then it pans to another group of kids. 4 students who are like the smart kids, the hackers, and they make a plan to do something while they're on this island. So they get together and try to do things. And well, cuts to another student finds one male student finds another female student, and well, he confesses his love for her, and she rejects him because he was just like made up stories about her in high school. And so she like, he says like, "I could force myself on you," and she's like, "Screw that." They get in a fight, and his like crossbow that he has like shoots at her like, and grazes her face, and she pulls out a knife, and just like they wrestle around a little bit, and she stabs him in the balls twice, like right in the sack, and then in the chest. But that was crazy. That's crazy. Just like she just stabs him in the sack. Well, she turns around and see Mitsuko standing over her, and yeah, she pulls the trigger a few times. And that one girl flees. But Mitsuko doesn't run after her. She shoots like 4 times. She hits her, and that girl runs off. And well, that girl found like her male friend, and she's able to talk to him for a little bit, and she dies in his arms. It's sad. But back to the clinic, Kawada, we found out the transfer student is Kawada is his name, And he tells the couple how he's played this game before 3 years ago, but he was the survivor of that game. And now they just they put him back in school after that, and now they drug him back here. So now he's over. Now he's doing this all over again. They get interrupted by gunfire, and that's when that one Kawada mentions that they could be the guy that was willingly a participant in this, and he is. He's crazy, the crazy transfer student. Well, you see the crazy transfer student actually gunning down another dude in the woods. That's where the gunfire shots was coming from. So, transfer student, the crazy one, hears noises in the clinic and he tries to get in, and he throws in the head of the student he killed. So he just throws in the head of the student he killed with a grenade in his mouth. That's crazy too. That was cool. Blows up obviously, but doesn't kill anybody because they just jump out now and leave, and they get away. But only because Nanahara uses himself as a distraction to chase the crazy guy away, and then he jumps off into the water in the sea to save himself, so he thinks he's away. Now Nanahara wakes up in a lighthouse, and this girl's right next to him, and she explains the situation. He's been out for hours, he's missed the reports, but there's like 5 other girls down there with her and with him. But she leaves after that and locks him in, but she lets him know about the deaths of other people, which that shows up. You see the scenes of the other death, but that's it. And that's pretty cool scenes. But he locks him in, and other girl members down below, they know he's up there, and one of the girls is the girl that saw Nanahara and one dude fight, and the dude had the axe in his head. So she thinks he did it on purpose, that he's a murderer, and she tries to poison his food to take up to him. But one of the other girls grabbed the food and starts eating it, and then she dies, and that just causes ruckus through everybody, because now everybody's just freaking out. Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Now they get in an argument, which turns into a firefight, which then they all tend to kill each other, except the only one who survives is the girl who actually poisoned the food. So it's pretty messed up. She goes upstairs to unlock the door to let Nanahara out, apologize. She runs upstairs to the top of the lighthouse and jumps off. Nanahara leaves to go look for his 2 friends. Now at back at the hideout where Nakagawa and Kawada are staying, where they had to run to, they fight. Let me see. They're there, and Nakagawa, the female, leaves because she wants to meet Nanahara, but she runs into Mitsuku. And Mitsuku pulls a gun on her, is just about to shoot her, but she notices something behind her and flees. That girl, Nakagawa, turns around and sees it's the teacher, Kitano. Now he's just out there for some reason. And then shows up is Nanahara, and then the teacher leaves. One student, then it cuts to another frame where one student tries to find his friend in a building, but he gets shot by her because she thinks he's there to kill her, but he wasn't. He was just there because he liked her and he wanted to be friends with her, and he thought he could help her. Well, that makes her sad, and she doesn't notice and gets caught by Mitsuku's behind her, and Mitsuku kills her. Now, Mitsuku, after killing her, walks away and gets shot, and then she gets shot by the crazy transfer student who's also in the building. So, there we go. Now we go to the smart kids, back to the smart kids, what they're doing, and now they've found a way to hack the machines inside the army base facility to turn all these just the monitoring systems and stuff off. So they hacked them, put a virus in there. Now they had to reboot their system, and it's all down now. so there's no like danger zones or monitoring. Yeah, screw it. And well, they do that, and they also create explosives. They put it in the back of a truck, and they have an idea to use it, but they get ambushed by the crazy transfer student. Kills them all with his guns, automatic weapon. One of them tries to like blow up the truck, and he gets it done, but doesn't kill the transfer student. So got it blown up. All this explosives were just useless in whatever plan they were going to use it for. And that, well, now you see the couple with the friend, like Nakagawa, Nanahara, Kawada, the three trio. They see the fire, they come down the hill, and they find the crazy transfer student. He's kind of like, his eyes are bleeding and white because he was like right next to this big ass explosion. So you know his ears are ringing. He probably can't see much of anything. Yeah, so Kawada goes up and shoots him with a shotgun. Now, those are the three last ones alive, and they go off to the rocks by the sea, try to figure out what they're doing, and then Kawada says, you know, this is, my story was fake, I'm just going to have to shoot you guys so I can live. And it pans away, it shows the teacher, and you hear two shots go off, and the teacher just says, okay, into the game, into competition, everyone can leave, like we have a winner. So the army people leave, and Kawada shows up to the teacher outside the facility alone, obviously. So the teacher invites him in, they have a talk, and then walks in the couple, alive, holding, guns pointed at the teacher. And the teacher's like obviously surprised, and he goes on to say, pulls out this painting he was making of a mountain with a bunch of like dead kids on it with, it's crazy. It's a crazy part, I don't understand. But like they shoot him, like he has like holes all up in his chest and stuff, so you believe he's dead. But then his phone rings. Cell phone rings, and it's funny because they look around like, oh my god, a phone's like right there. And you see the teacher just get up real quick, like nothing's happened. I mean, this guy has like a half a dozen holes in his chest. And he just gets up to answer the phone. That was funny. That's funny. And he eats like a last cookie he had in a bag he's been eating, and he just slumps over and dies. That's pretty much the end of the movie. The last scenes are just of like a fond memories of all the kids together. You gotta remember that all these kids pretty much knew each other. They were in the same class for the most part, besides the transfer students. If they weren't friends, I mean, yeah, they had cliques and stuff, and not everybody were friends, but most part, everybody were friends, and they had to do this, and a lot of guys had to kill their friends. But yeah, so that's the movie. I think it's a really, really good movie. Really good movie. And anyone who likes Japanese films, or like action, or really not action, but just like gore films that like slashers or something, it's just a good movie. Just all around good movie. I mean, but Japanese, they put out such good stories, man. They have such good storylines in their films. It's just so good. I mean, if you want to watch a Hunger Games, more mature, adult-oriented Hunger Games, this movie is for you. This movie is for you. You should watch it. If you don't mind reading your films again, I don't. I love it. I love it. So, but thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you watching the video. I hope you liked it, and maybe I hope you get to watch it. So, thank you very much. Bye.